Everything you have been taught about the steady rise of human progress is a lie. We like to believe that history is a straight line moving from primitive tools to digital mastery. But the truth is far more unsettling and dark. Beneath the soil of every continent lie remnants of technology and social structures that we still cannot fully explain. We are not the first to reach for the stars or master the elements. In the next few minutes, we will confront 5 enigmas that shatter our modern ego. We will look into the eyes of a lost computer from 2,000 years ago and a fire that could not be extinguished by water. We will witness the sudden violent end of an entire world order that mirrors our own fragility. Prepare to abandon your assumptions. Welcome to Echoes of Aeon. Why does it matter if we solve these mysteries of the distant past? The answers are not just for historians or scholars in dusty rooms. They are warnings for the present. If great empires could possess such wisdom and still fall into total oblivion, what does that say about us? We are currently standing on the shoulders of ghosts. To understand where we are going, we must first realize how much we have forgotten. Humanity has a peculiar habit of losing its most valuable lessons. Our first stop takes us back to a time when the entire civilized world simply stopped existing within a single human lifetime. This is the story of a global collapse so total, it remains a chilling mystery. 3,000 years ago, the Mediterranean was a thriving web of interconnected empires. The Egyptians, the Hittites, and the Mycenaeans traded gold, tin, and ideas across vast distances. They were as globalized and prosperous as we were in the 20th century. Then, in the blink of an historical eye, it all vanished. Palaces were burned, trade routes went silent, and writing itself was lost. Historians call this the Late Bronze Age collapse. While many blame the mysterious Sea People, archaeology suggests a more complex web of failures. Famine, internal revolts, and tectonic shifts may have converged at once. It was a perfect storm of catastrophe that turned a golden age into a dark age. The silence that followed lasted for centuries. Imagine a world where the internet, global banking, and electricity all failed simultaneously. That was the reality for those living in 1200 BC. The Stoic lesson here is that complexity is a double-edged sword. The more interconnected we are, the more vulnerable we become to a single point of failure. Civilization is a fragile consensus, not a permanent fact. But as one world ended, pieces of its advanced knowledge were left behind to be found by later generations. The next mystery on our list is a device that should not have existed for another 1,000 years. It was pulled from a shipwreck near a small Greek island in 1901. This object forced every scientist to rewrite the history of technology. The Antikythera Mechanism is often called the world's first analog computer. Constructed with over 30 intricate bronze gears, it could predict solar eclipses and the positions of the planets with terrifying accuracy. For decades, researchers thought it was a fluke or a modern hoax. But carbon-14 dating and X-ray scans proved it was created in the 2nd century BC. The level of mathematical sophistication required to build such a machine was thought to have been lost until the Renaissance. This means that for 1,500 years, the secret of the gear was forgotten by Western civilization. How many other inventions were buried in the mud of history? We are looking at a peak of genius that was followed by a valley of ignorance. To the ancients, this was not magic, but the application of logic to the heavens. It represents a mindset where the universe was seen as a predictable machine. Yet, despite this incredible breakthrough, the technology did not lead to an industrial revolution. It remained a solitary masterpiece of a vanished era. Knowledge is not always enough to save a society. If the Antikythera Mechanism represents lost technology, our third enigma represents lost wisdom. In the mid-19th century, archaeologists unearthed the ruins of Nineveh in modern-day Iraq. There, they found the Royal Library of Ashurbanipal. It contained thousands of clay tablets, including the first written record of a great flood that predates the Bible. King Ashurbanipal was a warrior king who was obsessed with collecting all the knowledge of the world. He sent scribes to every corner of his empire to copy ancient texts. The discovery of the Epic of Gilgamesh within these ruins shattered the religious understanding of the West. It proved that the stories we thought were unique were actually echoes of much older traditions. The mystery here is not just the content of the tablets, but how much was lost when the library was burned in 612 BC. When Nineveh fell, the fire baked the clay tablets, ironically preserving them for us. But the organic scrolls and the oral traditions are gone forever. We are reading the fragments of a massive, forgotten library of the human soul. This library reminds us that information is the most precious currency of all. Ashurbanipal believed that by controlling the past, he could control the future. Yet, his empire crumbled shortly after his death. His tablet survived only because his city was destroyed. There is a profound irony in how the earth preserves what we tried to hide. Moving from the deserts of Iraq to the frontiers of the Roman Empire, we find a physical object that makes no sense. Across Europe, archaeologists have found over 100 small hollow bronze objects known as Roman Dodecahedrons. They have 12 flat faces, each with a hole and small knobs on every corner. To this day, we have no idea what they were for. There is no mention of these objects in any Roman text or artwork. They were not weapons, as they show no signs of wear. They were not standard weights, as their sizes and weights vary greatly. Some suggest they were used for knitting, for surveying land, or as religious talismans. Every theory has its flaws, leaving us with a physical ghost in the archaeological record. The Roman Dodecahedron is a humbling reminder of our limitations. We can reconstruct entire languages and battle plans, yet we can be defeated by a simple piece of bronze. It suggests that there were aspects of daily Roman life that were so common, they never felt the need to write them down. The most obvious things are often the first to be forgotten. What does it mean for a society to lose the context of its own tools? It means that even our most durable objects are silent without the stories that accompany them. When the story dies, the object becomes a mystery. But while some mysteries are harmless trinkets, others were secrets of state that decided the fate of kings. Our final mystery is the terrifying weapon known as Greek fire. Used by the Byzantine Empire to defend Constantinople, this liquid incendiary was famous for burning on water and being nearly impossible to quench. It saved the empire from numerous naval invasions, yet the formula was so closely guarded that it was eventually lost to time forever. Modern chemists have tried to replicate the substance using naphtha, lime, and sulfur, but none match the descriptions found in historical accounts. The Byzantines took the secret of the siphons and the mixture to their graves. This was the napalm of the medieval world, a technological advantage that ensured survival for centuries. This lost weapon serves as a final stoic truth. Security based on a secret is only as permanent as the people who keep it. Once the chain of knowledge was broken, the empire was left defenseless. It proves that the most powerful tools are also the most fragile. When we hide the truth, we risk losing it entirely. From the gears of the Antikythera to the flames of Constantinople, these 5 mysteries show us a world of immense depth. We have seen how civilizations can collapse, how computers can be forgotten, and how fire can be a state secret. History is not a book that is finished. It is a series of questions that we are only beginning to ask. We have traveled through the ruins of empires and the workshops of forgotten geniuses. Which of these historical anomalies surprised you the most? Was it the ancient computer that defies its era, or the Roman object that still has no name. The silence of the past is often louder than the noise of the present. Share your theories in the comments. As we close this chapter of Echoes of Aeon, consider this one final thought. If such powerful knowledge and entire civilizations can vanish so completely, what is the fate of our own? Could a silent force erase our digital world as easily as fire erased Nineveh? Subscribe to keep searching for the truth in the shadows of time. Until next time.